MMT Polarity Indicator makes reading order flow tape a breeze.
Doing a little Wednesday evening trading. Just got into a short this area on the Delta profile with some pretty big selling right around whole number. We had the ADX and the Heikin-Ashi turn bearish back here. We had a bunch of negative delta coming in on the MNQ, also the NQ and the ES. Had some washout signals building up on the 5-minute. Had some washout signals building up on the 15-minute. Bearish ADX on the 15-minute. Bearish Heikin-Ashi. So for all those different reasons, I was in a short and I held on to it for around 10 points. Just grabbed another 10 points. I went short when we pulled back up to the 20 SMA here. With some bearish Heikin-Ashi. With some bearish ADX on the 1-minute, the 5-minute, and the 15-minute. The negative delta kept coming in. We had an imbalance signal to the downside on the 5-minute, as well as the 15-minute. Yes, you guessed it, another short. Still bearish on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. Had another imbalance signal to the downside on the previous 15-minute candle. Started closing back below the 20. Got another 10 points. We had plenty of room down to the pivot point and also the VWAP area. But now that we're approaching the pivot point and the VWAP, I might stay out of the markets for a little bit, see what kind of reaction we get in this area. It's Thursday evening now, and I just signed into this. Looks like the market is doing a whole bunch of nothing. Probably going to stay out of this, and I'm not going to be trading tomorrow. So that's going to be it for me for the week. Just wanted to share a few more trades using the simple multi-time frame setup. I can show you some of the settings. So I've got the ultimate Heikin-Ashi painting the candles on all the charts. This is just using the Heikin-Ashi trend with the default settings. Got it painting the bars and the outline. I've got the built-in Bollinger Bands on the chart. A period of 20, standard deviations of 2. That's the same for all three charts. Got the VWAP on the chart. So this instance of the trend and reversal, I'm using the trend flow, a strength of 1, directional filter is on, SMA filter is on with a period of 3. It's not painting the bars or the dots, it's just painting the background. I've got deep sky blue and hot pink and transparent for the background colors. I've got everything else turned off, and then this has an input series of the ADX. Default settings. I've got the key levels on the 1-minute chart, but it's only showing the 15-minute opening range center. I've got all of the rest of the key levels on my 60-minute chart. I've got the ultimate POC on all three charts. Then I've got the ultimate delta, not using any of the features, just the basic histogram. I've got the wick color set to white because I'm using the black charts so I can see the wicks. I think by default the wick color is black, so if you're using darker charts, definitely change the wick color to a brighter color so you can see it. And then the polarity. It's all default settings except for the washout signal. On the 1-minute chart, I've got some stronger settings so it doesn't print as many washout signals. So I've got 20, 20, 2, and 2 for the washout signal settings. And then these are the settings for the 5-minute and the 15-minute. These are the default settings, 10, 10, 1, and 2 for the 5-minute and the 15-minute polarity washout signals. Everything else is default. I've got 2 instances of the ultimate delta on the chart. One of them has the input series of the NQ, and the other instance has the input series of the ES. So I'm measuring NQ and then ES delta right below it. And to do that, go into your data series. Here's the main chart, the NQ. Just make sure you add another data series. So I've got the ES data series on the chart as well. I usually only load 2 days just so it doesn't have to look back very far or load that much delta data. So those are the settings for this very simple multi-time frame chart setup. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Apex has their 80% off sale going on again and $85 lifetime activation fees. Take Profit Trader has 40% off and no activation fee. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for your support. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.